Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin, and today I'm finally going to be mixing it up a little bit. We've been doing the March Sadness videos for a long time now, so I'm going to mix in some different videos here and there. Today what I'm going to do is a blush kind of powder. I think there's a couple of powders. I think it's mainly blush, bronzer, and highlighter declutter. And I actually mentioned this in the last video I filmed, but I'm going to upload this video before that video. So if you watch the last video, anyway, this is a weird timeline. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, I have some palettes. I'm trying to think of how we should organize it. I think I'm going to try and organize it so that like all the bronzers are together, all the blushes are together, and all of the highlighters are together, and then any duos or palettes I have will be all at the end. So I'm going to organize that and then come back. So the first product doesn't fit into the bronzer, highlighter, or blush category, or even a face palette category. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Illumination Powder. As you can see, I used it quite a bit. I am going to get rid of this. I don't know how old it is, and I can't even remember the last time I used it. So that is gonna go. Also, some of this stuff is like real dusty, so that's kind of gross. But anyway, next we'll go along with some bronzers. So this is the Benefit Cosmetics, the Hoola bronzer. That it's like a little mini. I like these for traveling purposes, so I'm gonna keep this, I think, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Now this one is the Hoola Light Bronzer. I don't even know if it's light powder bronzer for face. Yeah, I guess it's a bronzer. I mean, it's like, it is light. I've never used this. I probably never will, so that's gonna be decluttered. So this is Balm Desert. It is a bronzer slash blush from the Balm. I have it with the bronzers, but I've used it as blush as well. It truly could go either way. It's a very warm blush if you use it as a blush, but it's also a very like cool toned. I've used it more as a contour than a bronzer because it's very cool toned. So I will be keeping this. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It smells like chocolate, so it smells delicious. I use this one all the time, so I will be keeping this. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. It's like a little sample I got. I like this one. I use this one sometimes, so I'm going to keep it. This is the Milani Bronzer XL All Over Glow. I actually really like to use like just this side when I'm super pale, and then mix the two most of the time, and then if I'm more tan, I'll switch to the deeper side on its own. So I actually really do like this, but I've had this for forever. Honestly, it probably is expired, but still works just fine, and it is a massive amount of product. I will probably never finish it. This is the Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm. I got this one for Christmas actually, and it's been a favorite since then. I really like this bronzer. I don't know, there's not a whole lot to say about bronzers. This is the Too Faced Unicorn Tears bronzer. It has this like sparkly unicorn. Unfortunately, it's cracked. As you can see, this one's super shimmery, especially when you blend in with the unicorn, the shimmery unicorn that's in there. So I like to use this one if I want like a very shimmery bronze. And then this is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil. So this is a gilded bronzer. And I dropped it and it shattered, and then it repressed it, so it looks like such a mess, but I really like this one, so I'm gonna keep it even though it's broken. Okay, so we got rid of 2 products so far. It's going well. I actually don't buy bronzers too often. I'm more of a blush and highlight person. I don't feel like so. I think that's where we're gonna see maybe more damage. I don't know. So this is the Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop in the shade Bordeaux. It's kind of this really cool, like warm, like rusty color. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it still works. This one's pretty old too. I just don't know if I've really used this. I haven't really used this. I probably won't. I've had it for a while, so I'm going to declutter that. Next up is the Estee Lauder. It's limited edition all over shimmer. I don't know where or when or how I got it, but that's what it looks like. This is one of my favorite colors. It's actually the, oh no, it's not. I thought it was the blush color I was wearing today. It's not, but I just really like how it's a neutral, more like neutral kind of blush. I don't know. It's one of my favorites to use, so I will be keeping that one. And then this is my favorite blush of all time. So this is the Lancome blush in a plum. I think this is like my third one. I keep rebuying it, so I'm keeping that one. This is a smaller version of a plum. It's the exact same thing, so I'm going to keep that one too. So next up is the Zoella X ColourPop Pressed Powder Blush in the shade Soulmate. It's a really pretty light pink. I think the packaging is really cute, and I don't have any issues with the blush, so I'll keep that one. This one, oh my gosh, this is the KKW X Mario Very Graceful Blush, and I can never freaking open this. Oh my god. I really like this blush, but this packaging sucks. Okay, there we go. It's a very pretty, like, bright corally blush. I think the packaging is cool in the frosted plastic, but wish it was easier to open. Next up is a Lancome blush. This is the shade Rose Fresque. And obviously I have significantly hit pan on that one. I like it. I'll keep it. The next up is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Feisty. This is what it looks like. Another really pretty blush. Keeping that. This is so dusty. This is the Profusion 6-color blush palette. It's honestly kind of disgusting. That's what it looks like. I will be decluttering this. I bought this a long time ago when I didn't really have a lot of blushes, and so if I wanted more like deeper or brighter shades, I went to this one more, but now that I have more blushes, I don't really think that's super necessary. This is Frat Boy from The Balm. Again, it's a nice, pretty pink blush. No issues with that one either. I like the way the Balm's blushes perform, and they're not too expensive, so that's nice. This is Cabana Boy, also from The Balm. They have such cute packaging too. This one's a deeper shade, but like this one, so it says Cabana Boy, and then it has the like picture on it, the like old school painting, and on the inside it says "So many men, so little time." I don't know, I just think it's cute. This is actually a mini eyeshadow palette from Estee Lauder. I think it's called the Pure Color Envy Eye and Cheek Palette Glam. I decluttered this from my eyeshadow palettes a long time ago, but I like that blush, or I thought well, hold on. I saved it for the blush. But honestly, have I ever used it just for the blush? I haven't, but I really think this is a pretty blush shade, so I'm gonna keep it. This is the MAC Mineralized blush in the shade Ray Beam. It's a very light pale blush. I really like this one, so keeping that. And then this one I just got in a BoxyCharm. I can't remember which month, but this is the Ciate London Marble Light blush in the shade Burnt. This one's really pretty too. I like this one a lot as well. So keeping that. And then the next up is all of these minis from Benefit. So this one is Dandelion. I have a bigger version of this that I use all the time. I'll keep this for, you know, travel purposes if I ever travel again. Same with California. I have a bigger version of that as well. This one is Gold Rush. I don't have a bigger version, but it's a really cool peachy blush that I don't feel like I I mean, it's kind of similar to the MAC Mineralize and Ray Beam, maybe. I think Ray Beam is a little bit more pink and this is a little bit more peach, but I like that blush just because it's more of a unique shade. This is Rockateur, I think. Yeah, and I like the color of that one as well, so I will be keeping that. So as far as blushes go, I actually only got rid of the one palette and the ColourPop one. Should I get rid of this? Oh, let's see how similar that Estee Lauder one is to. Oh, it's super similar to Rose Fresca or whatever that shade is from Lancome. It's a little bit warmer than a plum. Oh, it's more pink. Yeah, I just feel like it's... I'm keeping it. I'm going to keep it and then try and use it more. Now that I've gone through it and kind of remember that it's in there, maybe I'll get more use out of it. But yeah, so I lied. I didn't get rid of as many blushes as I thought I would. Next up is the highlighters. So this is the Super Shock Cheek, Super Shock highlighter from ColourPop in the shade Churro. Honestly, my Super Shock cheeks are all pretty old. I've had them for a few years, so I think I'm gonna declutter all of them. And I haven't used them in a long time. Next up is the, well, okay, some Super Shock, because this is actually a Super Shock highlighter as well from ColourPop, but this is the Disney Villains. This is Ursula. I love this one. It's purple. I don't have a lot of purple highlighters, so I'm gonna keep that. This is also this is a pressed powder highlighter from ColourPop. This is part of the Disney Designer Collection. This is the shade Andalasia. Ooh, and I haven't taken off the... This one is a very pretty peachy highlight. I love this one too. This is the Designer Collection. This is the shade Coronation. This one's a little bit lighter than Andalasia, but still very pretty highlighter. This is Big Tough Girl. So this is actually another purple highlighter. This one's a little bit more lavender than the Ursula one is, I think. Yeah, I feel like it's, oh no. I just dropped this in this. Made a dent and a mess. Okay. Because I wanted to compare them. But see, this one's like a brighter, more pinky purple. This is more of like a blue-based purple. One's also really dirty and one's less dirty because I haven't used it as much, so that's a difference too. This is a Super Shock highlighter. This is the Villains Collection as well from ColourPop. This is Evil Queen. This one's a really nice gold. I really like that one. This is another cool ColourPop Super Shock. This is Flexitarian. This is like my OG. This is like my OG Super Shock. I can't say it. Super Shock highlighter. It's a super pretty one. I loved it. I still love it, but it's really old and gross and I probably shouldn't use it anymore, so we're gonna get rid of it. Next up is, this one's pretty too. This is Glazed. I really liked, I don't know if you can still see it. It kind of has like a there's like darker spots and there's like a marbled kind of look to it. That one's really pretty. Again, relatively old, so this one is Scrumptious, another one as well. What's nice about the Super Shock highlighters is there is a lot of product in there and they don't take, you don't need to use a lot of product to get, you know, the highlight payoff, I guess, so to speak. So this was obviously one of my favorites. This is Wisp. I can't even open it. It's like crusty shut, but I hit pan on that one. I used that one like almost every day for a year. So then let's see. This is Unicorn Dreams. This is from Too Faced. The unicorn's starting to come off on the packaging. So this is a stick highlighter, but it's like a really pretty rose gold. This arm is so But I don't know if you can kind of see. It's really pretty. It's a duochrome. It shifts from pink to gold. I think it's a really pretty highlighter, so I will be keeping that one. This is the Milk Holographic Stick. I got this, I think, in a BoxyCharm as well. This one is a lavender as well. This one's a little bit more sheer. To be honest, I don't really love it. It doesn't show up a whole bunch. You have to really build it up to get the, color, like the highlighter, like the payoff that I want. Like I want a really bright highlighter, which by the way, I'm wearing the one that just came in my BoxyCharm this month. It's the Iconic London, like the Illuminator drops. So that's not in here today because it's still in my bathroom. But anyways, so as far as this one goes, I have other purpley highlighters that I like better. So I think I'm going to declutter that one. This one is newer though. Like I just got it in the last couple of months. So I'll probably try to give this to someone I know, whereas everything else is pretty old. So I'll be throwing it away. Then this is the Villains Collection, the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Cruella. This one's really light. Like I'm never quite pale enough for it, but it's really nice when I don't necessarily have an inner corner highlight. I like to use this one, and if I combine it with another one of the highlighters that's a little too dark for me, that always helps it brighten it up a little bit. This is the shade Hades. This is a really cool, like orangey, like warm toned highlighter, but it has kind of a purple shift to it. I really like this one. This is my current favorite highlighter. This is the Cookie highlighter from Benefit. Just a really pretty, like super light highlighter. You can kind of see it there. It's a pretty glittery, I would say, and I just think it's really pretty. My other two favorite highlighters are the Moon Prism, what are they called? Moon Prism Powder Highlight Powder from Lunar Beauty. So I have them in the shades Venus and Mercury. Venus is the darker one. I don't know if I can try and, so that's Venus, Mercury. I love both of these. Which one is this? Venus is too dark for me. Mercury's too light. So I just, whenever I use them, I mix them. And I just think the packaging is so pretty. Love those. Next up is the Too Faced Rainbow Strobe. I think I'm going to declutter this one. I just don't really, I thought it was really cute at the time. I kind of like got suckered in by the packaging. But now I just don't know. It doesn't bring me joy, so we're just going to get rid of it. This is the Highlight Unicorns palette from Lime Crime. So there is 3 different highlighters in here. They're all like unique colors. So let me kind of show how they show up. So you can kind of see them at the bottom there. So they really aren't super, that pink one's the most pigmented, but they all work as far as highlighters go, but they're, kind of unique shades, which I like. So I'm going to be keeping that one because I don't really, other than that purple, I don't really have any highlighters that are the other colors. This is the Mermaids highlight palette from Lime Crime. And so this one, that just, oh no. Well, the purple just fell out everywhere, all over my couch and me. The blue and the pearl is the middle, and then blue I think is, what is it called? Mermaid. That's how those look. Both really pretty. Really like those. I'm gonna keep going, I guess. I don't know how to clean. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I'm gonna have to vacuum that up. Okay, this is the Greek Goddess highlight palette. This packaging was beautiful. It's white. I've used this a lot and it is disgusting now. I think you'll be able to tell which colors I like the best. This is Muse and Medusa. I also have a slight dip into Harpy. These two on the end are always have been and always will be too dark for me, which is fine. I don't mind that. I loved these four over here. This Phoenix is a little bit too dark, but if I mixed it with Harpy, it worked for me no problem. Muse and Medusa I almost always mixed, but I really liked this highlighter palette. And if you want, you know, more options, this is a good one. This is the Crush on You palette from ColourPop. So this is a Super Shock palette. These are kind of dried out, so I'm going to get rid of this. This is a Lancome Blush Subtle Duo. I don't know what shade. I don't know. But it's like a light pink and then has like a pale pink highlighter with it. I really like this one. This is a face palette from Lancome. Starlight Sparkle Face Palette Glow. So you have blushes, highlighter, bronzer. This is really nice. I'll be keeping this as well. This I also got in a BoxyCharm. This is the Wander Beauty Trip for Two. Came with a blush, and this is supposed to be a bronzer. I don't know who it bronzes. I did not like this at all, so I'll be getting rid of this. This is the ColourPop. They came out with these like blush highlighter duos. I honestly don't remember what they're called. I got them forever ago. I still use them. They still work, and so I'll keep them. I mean, they're pretty old, so you know, who knows? They're probably expired, but I still like them. This is the bronze, so this, or not bronze, this is like the brownish one. This is a, you know, more brown tone blush and highlight. This one is the peach version. So I really like this combination as well. And then finally, this is the pink. So this is a very like Barbie pink and then a pinky highlighter. I really like that. Okay, so next up for face palettes, this is my Smashbox, the Cali Contour palette. So this has a blush, 2 highlighters, bronzer, contour, and brightening powder. I love this. I use this every day. And this is my ColourPop. This is a build your own palette. I picked out these for like pressed powders to set my face. That's how I used to do my makeup. I used to set my powder with set my face with a pressed powder versus a translucent powder, and then I used to use this shade for contouring. And then I just picked out these 3 blushes. This one because it's more of a neutral one. This one because it's a brighter pink that I didn't feel like I had, and then this is a really unique blush shade that I didn't think I had anywhere, so keeping that. And then finally, this is my favorite product I have right now. This is the Benefit Cosmetics Cheek Leaders face palette. So you have Dandelion, California. Those are the bigger versions of the ones I mentioned earlier. This is the highlight shade called Tickle. It's a very, the duochrome. Oh, it's kind of similar to that one that I have from Too Faced. And then we have 2 bronzers, Dallas and Hula. I love this palette. I am definitely keeping this, but I'm gonna compare that unicorn one because maybe, let's see how similar those are. So I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand. Oh yeah, they're pretty similar, but the unicorn one is a little bit brighter. I mean, it's a cream product, so it's going to show up more, but they're the same sort of duochrome shift, but I'll still keep the unicorn one. Okay, so as far as what we're getting rid of, the Wander Beauty Trip for Two, I'm gonna see if anybody in my family wants that one. Same with the Too Faced Rainbow Effect Highlighter. I feel like I only got that, well, maybe not that recently. I guess I bought it when it came out. I don't even remember when that was. The Milk Holographic Stick, I'm gonna see if somebody else wants because I've had that. This, unfortunately, and this I'm going to be throwing away, as well as this I'm going to see if somebody wants, but all of my Super Shock highlighters are also going to be thrown away because they're old. Same with the IT Cosmetics. But yeah, so I basically got rid of all these like random little things. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Hope you like this declutter. Let me know if you want to see my lipstick declutter or a video on my brush collection. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and you're staying safe out there, and I will see you again soon. Bye.